And I am not a fan of what Mark Skaife's team did to HSV dealer team in 2008. They gutted HSV, which had won 2 championships back to back. This is the team that used to be Kmart Racing and won Bathurst back to back. And then they're like, okay, we're going to take Garth Tander away from HSV, and we're going to take was it his engineer was what, Matt Nielsen, and moved him to HRT, so that Skaife has an easier time. So they basically gutted HSV, took the sponsorship, took all the best guys, basically left Rick with an underfunded HSV, and he kept his engineer. Rick's engineer was called Eric Pender, and they basically just had Rick and Eric Pender, and then Paul Dumbrell as his teammate. Like, you couldn't get another Holden driver to fill that place. But even then, Rick was dragging that car into positions it didn't belong. And, Garth was doing a great job at HRT, but it sort of frustrated me. You had 2 teams doing a great job in 2007. Skaife should have retired in 2007, but maybe you just learn things the hard way. Rick said, fuck this, I'm going on Brothers Race team. Yeah, because I guess Larry was talking to Todd and Mum and Pop Kelly and saying, we're gonna sell this thing. What do you think? And they said, yeah. Didn't they already own the HSV licenses? Yeah. Paul Dumbrell was just given the keys to the HSV car, and they were like, "Go, champ, you'll be good." And he was not good, but he was also just like, they ruined HSV. You can't take away everything good and then expect something to be great. Like, Erebus last year was sort of scraping by, and this year it's just gotten a bit worse. Like, it takes a little while for it all to bleed out completely. But didn't know a lot of this. I read about it in a book, Skaife Life in the Fast Lane. Yeah, no worries. I'm just here to just divulge massive amounts of information that I've learned over the years. Mark Skaife's autobiography, Skaife Life in the Fast Lane, he talked about this thing called Skaife 2.0. And yeah, he had like a few people that were like his tight-knit group. And they were trying to make things easier for Skaife management-wise, but they kind of ended up kicking themselves in the balls repeatedly. They really should have. I guess the problem was Skaife wasn't going to pull the pin on driving until he really knew that he was having a hard time. And he only knew that in 2008 while he was in the middle of the season. So sometimes maybe being the owner of the team doesn't help. But he was pretty good in 2007. So yeah, it's just frustrating to see how that unfolded. It's just politics for you. A bit similar to what happened to DJR. Yeah. And I think Skaife knew there were a couple times, I think it was, I can't remember what races he said it was. I've heard a sequential just wasn't his thing. Yeah, well, maybe. Not everybody had to switch to it, right? I think 2008, I remember Rick Kelly at Oran Park was driving with the H pattern. So unless HRT was always supposed to have the newest gear, so they probably had the sequential. No, hang on, is it sequential gearbox the same as the pull shifter, or is it just a different thing? Tanda had it. Um, yeah, well, Tanda won at Oran Park. I think Rick got on the podium or something. What happened? Rick won? Garth came up? I think Rick won that last race. Yeah. So, yeah, he's on board. Yeah. Yeah, Rick won the last race at Oran Park. Yeah. Yeah. Rick Kelly is one of those drivers that I was disappointed that he didn't continue as a professional driver because I think he would have been really good. He should have gone to HRT. They should have if they were gonna do it perfectly,